How we doing, everyone? Welcome back. And today we're talking about either the best or the worst kept secret in the Division's history, naturally depending on who you ask. It's definitely safe to say that not many people knew about the Division's secret mission. And guess what? If you do remember this mission, you're eligible for the Senior Citizens discount at your local Kerman Coffee. All joking aside, this mission was one of a very short list of secret missions to come to the Division franchise. According to many different sources of discussion, many people really enjoyed the secret mission and would love to see more missions like this. So massive, if you're listening, please give us more of this. But enough about the Division 2 and the current game. This is the story of the Division's very first treasure hunt and the community that banded together to solve this secret puzzle mission. The beginning of this story starts all the way back in the Division 1's Year 3 when the free update 1.8 was released. However, you could make the claim that this story started all the way back when game dev was first invented. Or if you want to go farther than that, we don't need to go farther than that. Included in the Division's free 1.8 update was the West Side Pier, a large area in the west side of Manhattan that was added to the game as a map expansion. The West Side Pier was home to the Resistance game mode, the Division's version of a Horde mode. And boy, was this update a doozy. Resistance montage? Resistance montage. Let me first preface this story by talking about the Division's state of the game. You see, the Division was in sort of a renaissance period, a proclaimed golden era for the Division. New map expansions, new gear, new game modes. Wait a second. Hey, future Delta, are you sure this isn't the script to the Division community just went crazy over the new update video we just did a few weeks ago? No, it's just the same thing is happening to the Division 2 right now that happened back then. You're an idiot. Oh man, that's kind of an interesting coincidence, don't you think? You want to know what I think? I think you need to get rid of that yee ass haircut. Okay, that's enough. Back to the video. He's so rude sometimes. But in an effort to be fair, even though there was new classified sets, new exotic weapons and gear, and a load of new content like the Skirmish PvP mode and the new Westside Pier map expansion and the related modes, the state of PvP left a little to be desired, coming off arguably the best PvP patch the game had ever seen. But that's a story for another day. So, to answer the question that's on everyone's mind, how do you do the secret mission? I want this video to double as a tutorial of sorts so you can do the secret mission if you choose to. The Division's secret mission was discovered a few days after the 1.8 update released on December 5th, 2017. The earliest video and guide I could find on the subject was released on December 8th, 2017, so just 3 short days after the update was released, the first guide came out, posted by a fella named DSD Ghost. The very first step to unlocking the secret quest is not super easy, nor does it immediately jump out at you. To start the quest, you need to reach and complete Wave 15 on each of the Resistance areas, those being Carrier, Pier 93, and the Powerhouse, on World Tier 5. It's at this point it's important to mention that this mission is separate from the Commendation track, in which you have to complete Wave 20 on each Resistance map, not Wave 15. After completing Wave 15 and moving on to 16 in each area, the SHD-1 under the dossier in the Evidence tab of the Commendation section in your UI will be available for you to pick up at the Camp Clinton safe house. To progress the quest, return to the safe house and talk to Sheila Blackmore to grab SHD-1. The next part of the quest is very obviously geared toward the completionists of the Division world. You need to collect all of the cell phones that are in the West Side Pier area. Easy to do, sure. Good for XP as well. Yeah, that's fine. It gives you 110-something thousand experience. But why is there 38 of them? I'm just kidding. After collecting all 38 of the cell phones in the West Side Pier, and I'm putting a map of them up on screen, SHD-2 will be available for pickup at the Camp Clinton safe house. So go hit up Sheila at the safe house to complete the second part of the quest's prerequisites. That's right, prereqs. Now that it's time to progress the rest of the quest, you talk to Sheila. Now you need at least 3 people to do the secret mission, and also 4 can work. Back during the time that this mission was being discussed and hunted, there was a pretty big community debate between those who were aware of it about the requirements of having to have 3 players in your team to do the mission. Solo players felt like they were getting the short end of the stick when it came to the mission, since it almost was impossible to get to each place for the next part of the quest. I'll touch on those requirements more in a minute. It's important to note that you only need 1 person in your group with these prerequisites done in order to continue the mission. They should be the party leader too, just to be on the safe side. So to start the first phase of the quest, there is a set of coordinates that were set in each SHD in the Morse code. For those of you who can't read Morse code, here is the translated version of it right here. These numbers represent coordinates in-game. These coordinates lead you to a location in the west side piers with a white or gray X on the floor in each area. The first set of areas with an X will be named Pier, Disco, and Garage based on their locations. You are able to interact with these X's by holding your reload button, X, square, or your reload keybind on PC. Once everyone makes it to their assigned location and finds their X, they must interact with the buttons in this order. First goes Pier, then Disco, then Garage. Each player will get an Isaac audio announcement saying that the power has come online. The doors that lead to the secret room will have a light above it that will light up when each step is satisfied. This represents the end of Phase 1. Phase 1 was cool, but I didn't like it
nearly as much as I enjoyed Phase 2.
After completing the previous steps, the next step of the quest is activated. This phase is the same as Phase 1, but with a different set of coordinates and areas, so the players must run their routes to the assigned areas to interact with the X's to progress the quest. So for this part of the quest, after each player has made it to their locations, each player must also interact with the X's in this order: Car Wash, then Sarah Rooftop, and then Barrels. Once done, another Isaac audio cue will play and the doors to the secret room will be opened, allowing those who were able to complete all of the aforementioned requirements to unlock the secrets inside. Since many people in the past did these missions with 3 people, this part of the mission was super important. The person at the Sarah Rooftop X should have interacted with their watch and then immediately ran to the secret room since they are closest to the room location. Once there, the player needs to open the doors. If you take too long to open the doors, you would be required to repeat Phase 2. And if you ran this mission with 4 people, the 4th person should be waiting by the door of the secret room to open it when the last X is interacted with. And once the doors are open, the group members must fast travel to that person and enter the room, then interact with the laptop to collect your rewards. Upon completing the mission, each person will get 1 exotic cache, 1 classified cache, and 1 Westside Piers weapon cache. In these caches, you will get some exclusive named weapons, similar to the level 4 weapons with the same names, but these are obviously high-end, and they scale to your current world tier and gear score. These weapons cannot be re-rolled, optimized, or changed in any way, so good luck and I hope you get a good roll. Better pray for some good RNG, am I right? In addition to the exclusive loot and the exotic cache, as well as the knowledge that you beat the Division's secret mission, there is something interesting that happens when you interact with the computer on the table in the secret room.
Database accessed. Establishing uplink.
This is a distress call. Omega 7 priority. All 8, please respond. Repeat, this is distress call. 8, please respond immediately. We have lost the city center. Flooding along the river. Contact lost with Chicago, Paris, London, Los Angeles, Ottawa, and Ann Arbor, NASA at Huntsville. This is a distress call for all Shade agents. Please respond.
I've been trying to get a location, but no luck. It's been on loop since we first picked it up. If anything changes, I'll let you know.
That was certainly creepy, right? I wonder what that might have meant to the Division story. Obviously, I'm not using this video to speculate about the story, but I would certainly love to hear your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Aside from the mission itself being pretty cool and rewarding with some exclusive loot, something amazing happened within the Division community. I did a little research into the Division's community response to this mission, and from what I've seen, everything from Reddit to Twitter to YouTube comment sections were immensely positive regarding this mission. People were setting up looking for groups to get this mission done, and overall, the Division community was banding together to unlock the secrets of the Division's new Westside Pier area. If any information or insight could be gained by looking at the Division's community response to this mission, it would be that the community generally responds positively to these types of missions and PvE content, and it's because of the need for people to come together to solve the problems within the game's world. Because that's what video games are supposed to be. That's what they're all about. They're supposed to be the common thing that binds everyone together, a way to form relationships that you might not have otherwise, had in the first place. The reason Destiny has such a loyal community is because of the big community events that everyone comes together and watches. The world's first raid race aren't about the raids, they're really not. They're about the togetherness and the identifying with others regardless of our proposed differences. If the Division can take anything out of Bungie's playbook, it would be to bring more of these types of things to the game. I really and truly think that the Division would 100% benefit from having more of these types of things that bring the community together to solve a problem. But at any rate, I think I've rambled quite long enough about ancient Division history for one day. Again, thanks to those who suggested this video. I appreciate the support on the polls to see what videos you guys want to see, so I'm going to keep doing them as long as you all want to see them. Alright friends, please do not forget to like and subscribe, as it very much helps the video to be seen and it helps me out. Don't forget to love each other and take care. Deltah out. Peace.